Outbreaks have continued to take hold in countries that have mainly used Sinovac and Sinopharm, and that's the other Chinese vaccine that's been approved for emergency use by the World Health Organization. But as our correspondent Patrick Fok reports, that doesn't mean that the Chinese shots aren't working. Let's take a look.
If we were to take Chile as an example to get a gauge on how effective Sinovac's vaccine is, well, here's what we know. More than 55% of the population have been inoculated, 80% of those with Sinovac, and yet there are thousands of new cases emerging every day in the country. But the country's health ministry says 73% of these new cases in intensive care units have not been fully vaccinated. And we're hearing similar stories like this in many countries and many places around the world. We do know that mRNA vaccines like Pfizer and Moderna are more effective. They have a higher rate of efficacy than vaccines like Sinovac and Sinopharm that use inactivated viruses to trigger an immune response. But the question is, how should we be measuring the success rate? Is it about achieving zero COVID-19 rates of infection, or is it about trying to reduce the number of deaths and severe cases of infection? We do know from Brazilian clinical trial data that the Sinovac vaccine reduced the number of symptomatic cases of COVID-19 by 50% and reduced severe cases of COVID-19 by 100%. And experts say, look, if the goal is to try and reduce the number of severe cases of infection and the number of deaths, then Sinovac and Sinopharm will help.